Hey y'all, hey. So I felt like sharing something while I'm cooking dinner at almost 1 in the afternoon. I'm doing it early. I usually do it early if I can. I like to cook, but I like the peace that comes with cooking. So I was thinking about something I just heard in a sermon and in my meditation. And I felt this visual in my spirit I wanted to share with you guys. So all of us in the land is going through some type of turmoil, right? Some type of stretching, pruning, weight season, some type of testing, trial, storm, tribulation, however you want to put it, right? And as I was chopping up the vegetables, I felt in my spirit heavily that when you're in a season of growth, which we all are shedding skin, new skin is developing, renewing our mind daily. God is taking us to all these transformations. A seed has to endure every kind of climate, every kind of weather, every kind of storm. There's the summer when it's baking and it's excessively hot. There's the winter when it's excessively cold. There's the spring when it's raining and pouring, and sometimes the downpours in that storm, in that weather, the hurricanes, the tsunamis, the fires, everything on earth with living cells has to endure a storm. You can't predict how you're going to endure that storm. We just have to know that we can weather this storm. We have to know how to appropriate our time, our energy, and our mindset into what do I need to be doing during this storm? What kind of shelter do I need to stay intact? What kind of armor? The spiritual armor always works for all seasons, all day, all night, all the time, right? But what do I need to protect this temple, this mind, the seed, the gifts, the things that God has planted inside of me? What do I need to protect this while these unforeseen transitional storms come through, these unforeseen weather patterns, unforeseen turbulence comes? You can't abort the mission because the seed is in us and it's been planted. We just got to figure out which armor to wear, how to wear it, where to take refuge, who to take with us, how much to pack, how much to unload, how much to store up. You understand? Like, say you had to leave because a hurricane's coming to your city. All the alerts go off, but you don't pack everything that you got. You take your necessities and seek refuge. It's the same way when we're going through our trials and our storms of this world. I just talked to some federal workers. Every time they get a layoff, I end up using my One Touch Ministries to be blessed by it, to be a blessing to their children in school and pay off all the school, any kids that need school lunches. I paid it off last time they had a federal government layoff. So I was thinking about all of us who's weathering these storms, no matter how big or small yours is, because of what God planted inside of us. He prepared us to weather every storm that hits this earth. And it just was that simple. Like, oh my God foreseeing every kind of test. But I feel like God is watching how we're going to shield ourselves and arm ourselves with the right armor, how we're going to treat people during those storms, how we're going to abort people and only think about ourselves, how we're not going to be our brothers and sisters keepers, how we're going to walk past people that need our help in the midst of the storm that's hitting everybody, because you can't think everybody don't have a storm. It's how we weather the storm. And most of the time, if we're a collective, if we are a village, we will weather the storm more appropriately, more successfully. But instead, people harbor and bunker down in their own solitude, in their own safe place. They don't open the door. They don't share their testimony to be a breakthrough for somebody else because they figure they got to find out on their own. Yeah, but you equipped now to share your storm with somebody. You're equipped now to give them the things that they didn't foresee. You're equipped now to tell them where those landmines are at. You're equipped now to speak a word of encouragement, to tell them to detour. There's imminent danger ahead. But instead, a lot of the believers, the church, a lot of just everyone is so isolated in their storm, as if there's not other people with seeds of greatness planted in them from the gifts and the blessings of God. How can you think that your seed is only planted for you, or that you're the only one going through, and that you've already mastered going through that, so you're not supposed to share for the next seed sower, the planter? God's planted all that in you to reap a harvest, not just for you. So don't think that you're the only one going through a trial and a test. But it's all types of seasons that we're going to face. But what we put on us and what's inside of us matters how we come out of it. Every rainy day, there's a sunny day on the other side. Every wintry mix, there's summer ahead. Sometimes we be so in our head that we hate the snow, hate the blizzards. But then when we complain about the summer, we complain it's too hot. Then when we say we want an in-between, we complain about the rain in the spring and our sinuses and our allergies flaring. What you want? I'm speaking to me. How I weather every storm. I just got to take things off that's not suitable for that storm. Because you got to know the storm is coming. Amen. God's love and God's peace to you all. Let me go in here, honey. Child, I got to cook my dinner, child. Then I'm out, child, because I got to comb these tight curls out, child. I got to go. God's love and God's peace to you all. This is your girl, 80th Street, Miss Motivational Mogul Mindset. Be inspired.